Hey guys, it's CLxJames, providing a quick update for you guys. Probably the biggest change that's happened is I have gone ahead and moved AVA to NexusMods. I find that this will be easier for you guys to track and be updated and get a notification anytime that I make a change to AVA, whether it's fixing bugs, adding new stratagems, anything like that. So if you go to NexusMods, HELLDIVERS 2, and you just search, if you search for, say, VoiceAttack, it'll pop up right here. Also, I provide it in the description of any AVA video that I have. I'll have the hyperlink for you guys in the video description. You can make a post here, and I get notified via email that you guys post something, and I am fairly active and responsive. If there's issues you have with it, so for example, someone pointed out that some of the stratagems, the audio files being used, weren't quite right for WASD and arrow keys, and I went ahead and tracked that down and fixed it. Other problems they're running into with VoiceAttack, I went ahead and handled that as well to the best of my ability. The most recent change that I made, if we go over to VoiceAttack here, is I have added the hover pack for all three game styles: gamepad, arrow keys, WASD, as well as the grenade. I call it the grenade wall, but if you wanted the Grenadier in placement, so that'll work with both your voice, and if I can magically find it somewhere in this big jumble of code, it's in here. I promise. I promise you it works. This will take a while. Oh, I almost found it. There it is.
Readying a grenade emplacement. Sending down a boomstick with some cover. Preparing a Grenadier battlement. Grenadier wall is being sent.
So that is all set for you guys. Yeah, so from now on, if there's any kind of AVA updates, adding stuff, it'll be updated on NexusMods, so you can either track it there, or, you know, most likely if there's a major update, I'll release a YouTube video. So if you're subscribed to me, you'll get a notification that way. Other stuff for me, I actually had a very successful interview with a place called Fuel Cell Energy. It's pretty interesting. They make these power modules that when mixing any kind of fuel with oxygen, it'll knock loose some stray electrons, and then they'll direct those electrons by using a gigantic anode and cathode, and that way they make power without actually having to use combustion, right? So it's not going to be a coal plant burning coal, or, you know, it's not going to be like a trash to energy plant where they're burning trash to boil water and that kind of stuff. So I think it's really interesting. They need an operator there to watch heat ups and cool downs, part of the conditioning parts of their fuel modules. Only problem is the pay is not quite what I need right now, but my wife should be getting back to work within about a year or so, so maybe when she does that, if they're still looking for operators, I'll go ahead and hit them up. Or maybe, hey, new core with just a mesh plant, maybe that'll work out, but who knows. So an update I forgot to mention was not necessarily with me, but with VoiceAttack. So recently, sometime in March, they decided to release VoiceAttack version 2. And you might say to yourself, hey, that's not that big of a deal, but it might be. Now, if you already bought the full version of regular VoiceAttack, you can still start and use that, and it's perfectly fine. The profiles that I have generated in VoiceAttack work perfectly fine with VoiceAttack v2. So you can go ahead and, if you do end up getting version 2 for whatever reason that you want it, whatever, you can take the profiles that I already made for v1, use it in v2, no big deal. But if you were using the demo version of VoiceAttack and loading in my profiles just to use the manual stratagem code, you know, because the demo version only gives you 20 commands, one of those 20 commands might end up being the manual call, and that's the only thing that you're using. Well, that's kind of a problem, because with the demo version of VoiceAttack v2, it doesn't let you import profiles. So you would have to buy the full version. So now I have been in correspondence with VoiceAttack support. They know about my project, and I've been talking to them for a little while, looking to see if I can get you guys some promo codes, or perhaps either a discount or a free version of VoiceAttack V2. They've already talked to me, and if you legitimately have a reason that you are impaired from playing Helldivers 2 to the best of your ability, you have some sort of physical or like maybe some sort of nervous system condition where you cannot play the game, and you need to use your voice, I can email this guy back, talking about you don't have to get into terrible specifics, right? But this is going to be kind of like an honor system. I'm not going to be asking for, say, like a doctor's note or anything like that. But if you truly do have some sort of impairment and you are having problem coughing up to $12 for V2 of VoiceAttack, so if you haven't already gotten the normal version of the original VoiceAttack and you're just getting into this now and you legitimately need help with getting this program, contact me via PM on YouTube, on NexusMods, whatever, and I will email this guy and we'll work through it and try to help you out. So other than that, not much of an update. They haven't really come out with any new stratagems, so there's not much to do. I was in the middle of making some new Pelican drop-off music.
Reminder,
some other things. I was looking to get some Metallica in there. Maybe some Black Sabbath or something. Couple more rock songs just to kind of throw it in the mix and see what happens. Yeah, that's just kind of a work in progress, and it doesn't really affect too many people because not everybody uses the fast recon vehicle and not everybody uses the exosuits. But when I get done with that, I'll add it in, update it on NexusMods, and push it out to you guys. So, as I said before, any questions, comments, concerns, leave it in the comments below, or contact me on NexusMods, make a post, and I will get back to you. Happy diving.